right, so here he is out of the blue corner, the #1 heavyweight contender fighting for the title here tonight. Daniel Cormier has 8 championship belts at home. Do you remember, though, the nerves for your first UFC title fight?
It's the most overwhelming thing you've ever felt in your entire life. You are sitting in the back waiting for that moment where you get an opportunity to go chase something greater than yourself. So many people have played a part in getting this man to this spot. How does he deliver? How does he not let anyone down? How does he ultimately become the champion of the world? This is a big spot for him. He is so excited to try and become the man.
Well, self-belief is a powerful thing. He has long thought that he is the best heavyweight in the world. Tonight, he gets a chance to prove it. All right, folks, here we go. Undisputed UFC heavyweight championship fight, and all eyes are on the incumbent as he makes the walk here tonight, and he's enjoying every moment of it. Huge title defense beckons for him tonight.
John, he loves where he stands in the sport. He loves the admiration that comes with being the baddest man on the planet. He knows he's the biggest, he's the strongest, he's the baddest, and he loves it. And he prepares as if he never wants to let that go. This man lives for being the best. This man lives to be in the spotlight. And time again, we see him defend this belt as if his life depended on it.
Well, right, you lose this belt, it's essentially like walking back into your new life. He has no intention of suffering that fate here tonight. All right, ready to go from the house to Chicago, Illinois, USA. Both fighters now ready to engage. Let us see who emerges in this critical matchup. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Dan And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, the Korean Superboy,
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
Mixed martial arts royalty, Dan Hendo Henderson, ready to go for round 1. His MMA career began with 5 consecutive first-round finishes, and he's had a few of those in the UFC as well. Dusted Tim Boetsch in 28 seconds at a main event in New Orleans back in 2015. So Hendo's been a fast start. You don't want to get hit with that H-bomb here in the first minute of the fight. Takedown defense is there. Nice work here on the clinch by Henderson. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there.
Big shot to the head.
Well, back to the well with the hook shot, and it lands again. Nicely done there by Choi. All right, so 1 minute into the fight, we've got a full-on brawl here, DC. It's great for the fans, not necessarily for the gas tank if this thing goes much longer.
Not great for the gas tank and not good for the old noggin. You can't take so many upside the head. Somebody's going to sleep.
All right, so there it is. They immediately go into the clinch situation. The wrestler said he wanted to make it dirty against this boxer, and this is a good spot for him to be.
I think that even though he wanted to be in the clinch, he's got to be very aware of the punches in tight coming back from the boxer. He's got to be level changing, he's got to be tripping. He's got to make this boxer feel like he's on the defensive, or that guy's going to get comfortable, rolling his shoulders and landing some nice tight punches from in close. Big shot lands for both guys.
Oh, nice hook.
Those are big strikes.
All right, let's go, let's go. Hands up, defense sharp. Trying to get that uppercut off.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Oh, nice inside leg kick, yeah.
Just misses with the jab there. Takedown defense holds up. Oh, he scored with that uppercut.
He gets in a single collar tie. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent.
Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on the bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
Oh, nice jab by Choi. Well, you saw the tail of the tape. He has a reach advantage and made good use of it there with that punch.
He's got him hurt. He's got to start looking to finish.
Under 2 minutes now to go round one. Choi gets hit with a kick. That one appeared to land flush. Double leg takedown, stuffed.
Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook. He gets to a spot, the tie punch. Then he starts to let the knees fly.
Beautiful straight punch there by Choi.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Oh, nice jab there by Henderson. And just misses with that big right hand.
Oh, nice.
Straight right, he misses. Oh, he's got the single collar locked in the clinch now.
Oh, nice kick.
Under a minute now to go in the round. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
That left hook is crazy.
My champ starting to see some swelling upstairs now.
Well, he's taking way too many shots to the head. You gotta move your head. You cannot be on a straight line. Otherwise, you will take shots, and that shot, and those shots leads to your face starting to swell.
Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight.
Final seconds of round one.
10 seconds on the clock.
Round two next.
Stop!
I see you go right now. You don't have to be punched in the face. So what do? Punch him in the face. Continue doing what you're doing. Strikes and hook.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, folks, here we go with our next round. And in terms of his output and his efficiency with his significant strikes in the previous round, you can argue that was the best 5-minute stretch of his UFC career.
Oh, absolutely the best 5 minutes he has ever had.
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Keep that right hand up.
Oh, that right hand barely missed there.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked. Relax, keep your hands up for me now. Well, we told you off the top that this boxer had plus takedown defense despite no wrestling background, and he's been able to keep the fight standing tonight.
You know, when people told me this, I didn't believe it. I had no doubt that this wrestler would get him to the ground. I believe it. He's hurt.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. But he's got the striking going, another connection there, and that shot actually cut him, or so it appears.
Yeah, you could tell that if he kept landing at the rate that he would, it would start to get damage on his opponent. Right now, you see him get his first cut.
Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots.
Left hook to the head. Punches in bunches as he lands another combination there. Really doing a nice job stringing the shots together.
He's doing a great job of stringing the shots together and also just mixing up the target and the attacks. Great job finding different places for his strikes to land.
Great body kick there. Well, he has certainly kept the punch counters busy tonight. He's landed a ton of significant strikes and clearly is winning this fight tonight.
He's winning this fight going away, and it's one of those rare instances where everything comes together.
Hook attempt now blocked, though, by Henderson. All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
You can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
All right, so he's dealing with some swelling upstairs, and you got to think his opponent is going to continue to attack that region.
Well, he has to. He's starting to see now the work is being done.
Picture perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
His misses are entertaining.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
90 seconds now to go in our second round. Lands another strike upstairs, and for his opponent, that is certainly not going to help matters when it comes to the swelling.
He can't miss, Jay. And when you saw the swelling initially, you knew that he needed to change something. He still has not changed that. And while it's getting worse, it's still not at a point where we should panic. But a few more, and he's going to find himself in a dire situation.
Henderson going for the leg kick. Nothing doing there. Well, he's got the longer reach, and he certainly showed it there in landing that straight punch.
Connects with a beautiful jab.
Choi's got a bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body. Oh, overhand to the dome. So at long last, he finally lands his first takedown after several failed attempts. You knew coming in that he was going to stay committed to the takedown, kept on trying, and finally got him to the ground. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Misses on the uppercut there.
Oh!
Oh, he's in a world of trouble now. Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Whiffs on that offer.
Real sneaky head kick gets in there.
Well, the most significant stat in this fight, and you can see it right there in plain sight, bottom of your screen, the body strikes. His opponent has had absolutely no answer. He hasn't lowered his guard with the elbow whatsoever, and I'm not sure how many strikes to the body he can take before he ends up crippling here. We'll see.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
Hands up, protect your face.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Big right hand.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
He hurt him again.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
These guys are absolutely getting after it. Huge shots landing on both sides. Henderson's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. We're past the midpoint here of the fight. Well, he's always working off of that jab. Nice jab there by Henderson. Nice. Nicely done. Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now.
So bad.
Just misses with the straight right.
Good jab there by the champion.
Man, DC, his hands look good. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy tonight.
He's doing a great job.
Man, his hits chin intestine. That strike over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think he's going lower than come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Gets back to his feet. Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra reps, but go finish him.
It seems like the guy's playing with his food. You know, he's having a good time up there. Everything's working. He's in the zone. It feels like at any moment he can end the night of his opponent. But he seems to be having fun. And, hey, to each his own, I guess. I'd be rushing out of that octagon.
Yeah, you don't play with your food.
No.
So that cut continues to get more severe with every passing moment of the fight.
Every moment. You know, when you get cut in a fight, you expect for it to worsen because you're not going to not get hit anymore. Right now, he's got to do something to try to limit the damage. Otherwise, it's going to get real bad.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut. And now, all the blood that's coming from the cut.
All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
Take a seat, bud. Hey, how's it at? How's the vision? See?
All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round, and how about the swelling at this point on the fighter's forehead? That is not getting better, ladies and gentlemen. It is only getting worse given all the offense that's coming back. We'll see if they can get the end swell on there and try to keep this fighter in the fight. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The 4th round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a real test.
He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Swing and a miss with that punch by Henderson. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
All right, well, you can see in plain sight here, his leg is hurt, starting to limp a little bit.
Yeah, you're starting to see him limping. I mean, you take so many leg kicks, you're gonna limp. It's natural. You gotta check these kicks right now, or that's gonna happen.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Nice combination on the feet, and now works it to a takedown. All right, full guard here if you're the top fighter. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to pass to the next position, get the half guard so I can get my ground and pound off.
Oh, this is getting kind of hard to watch, right? He targets the cut and lands a strike right on it. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter. This is where he wants to be.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Choi's in half guard now. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom. And if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now it's time to start being on high alert.
Hendo's right back to the full mount. Less than 2 minutes now to go.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Right back.
Good work from the top here by Henderson.
Right in the side control, yep.
Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Nice positional control here. Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal.
Oh, my goodness!
What a fight! So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritized the finish tonight. Absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight celebrating. They should all be very proud.
Here's Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 44 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Dan Hendo Henderson.
All right, so we got a new UFC heavyweight champion and potentially a star is born tonight, DC.
He is the type of guy that makes people want to tune in. He is the type of guy that you know excitement will happen when you watch him. And tonight he becomes a star in a massive